our Taste of America tour with a trip to Baltimore, which is located right at the top of the Chesapeake Bay, and where they are very serious about crabs at the Pierpoint Restaurant in Baltimore. They've been cooking up classic Maryland cuisine and the delicious crab cakes for the past 22 years. And so our pick this morning for the best crab cakes goes to those made at Pierpoint Restaurant. And here to show us how to make the perfect crab cake is Pierpoint chef Nancy Longo. Great to have you with us, Nancy.
Nice to be here.
I'm very excited about this. What is it about Maryland that makes great crab?
Well, first, the Chesapeake Bay has a very briny, salinity, salty water, and that makes a huge difference in the taste of the crab. So that's why one of the reasons we are so good with our crab, because that taste adds to the flavor naturally. We don't have to add a lot of other stuff to it.
All right, how do you open it?
Then we have to
That's
start
the
with our
question.
crab. So we turn it over. We rip our little apron off the back.
Okay.
Then take the shell out. This
You
is
made it
all
look
this
so
stuff
easy.
Here. We scoop that all. I know, kind of like those little old ladies on the Eastern Shore.
You haven't even hit it yet.
You take the two fins off, break it in half, and then what I want to do is pull one leg off. Now this back fin here, that's the jumbo lump. That's the best part from the crab.
Okay.
And then this part, we want to take this, and we want to hammer this so that we would get our lovely claw meat.
Gotcha.
Add to our crab cake.
So you really don't have to hammer it. It looks like until
you don't have to do
get
a lot
to
of hammering
the
until you
claws.
get to the claws, or if we want to get that other piece out and you get this wonderful clean thing. In Baltimore, that's a tradition. If you give that to a friend, after you pick it, you give it to a friend.
So it says, I'm your friend, I'm your buddy, I take care of you.
It does.
This is what
It
you
does.
end up with.
So we have 2 pounds of crab meat here, just for purposes
How
of
many
people
crabs gives you 2 pounds of crab meat?
You need probably at least a dozen crabs to get a pound.
Okay.
So this one is called lump, and this one's called jumbo lump. Because we don't use a lot of breading in our crab cakes, we use a little bit of lump to actually be smaller crab to help bind it together.
Gotcha.
So at this point, what I would do is, Rebecca, I'm going to ask you to grab a couple eggs here, and we want to crack the eggs into the bowl.
All right. You want one?
Okay?
I'll try the
I
other.
got one, you do the other. Okay, so we now have our eggs in there.
Got it.
Okay, we want to take the crackers, and you'll see some whole ones here.
Uh-huh.
What we do is we actually grind them up into cracker meal, which is really, really important.
Okay.
That's really what we're using as our binder.
So no bread.
No bread.
Cracker.
No bread. I'm going to add some mayo to that.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to stir that all off
Yeah,
for
sure.
me? Okay.
And then we have the seasonings over here.
We have some dry mustard.
Mm-hmm.
We have Old Bay.
Okay.
Can't make them without Old Bay.
No.
That's another important ingredient. Some good Dijon mustard. Which you can scoop out for me. Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
Parsley. And now, you'll see this will make a wonderful paste, and that's actually the binder. What we're going to do is we're going to add our crab meat to it, and I'm just going to ask you to gently fold it from the top to the bottom.
So keep it, you know, so that you're not mushing it all up.
And you'll see in here, guys, this is a good thing about Maryland crab meat is it has all this wonderful fat and mustard in there. So for folks, if they want to buy some crab meat, just buy fresh crab meat. The Carolinas, the Maryland crab meat, Texas, wonderful crab meat.
We are running short on time, so there is a process here where we need to smoke it.
Yep.
How do you
what
do
we
the
would do if we
smoking?
were going to smoke it is we would take some of the crab meat, we'd take an aluminum lined tray, we line it into our grill with the charcoal, and it smokes, makes a wonderful smoked crab cake.
And then ultimately you put them here in the pan, fry them up. How long are we having them go for?
They don't take very long at all. We're talking about 2 minutes on each side.
2 minutes each
So
side.
we get them a little browned off.
I want to make sure we get to the secret ingredient. What do you consider in all of this to be the secret ingredient that makes them so good?
The secret ingredient is cracker meal.
Cracker meal.
We don't taste any bread, and when it dissolves, it tastes like butter.
Is there a particular cracker that works?
You use Ritz crackers. They work
Ritz
really,
crackers.
really well.
All right, you got the secret. You heard it here on The Early Show. Nancy Longo, thanks for being the
You are
delivery of
welcome.
it. Can't wait to try this.